Training by BSI. This is video HSPF130. How do I import NLDAS data using BASINS download tool? As you might know, NLDAS stands for North American Land Data Assimilation System. It includes a lot of data that includes meteorological data that we can use as boundary condition for HSPF models. So to download it using BASINS, let's start BASINS. So if you already have BASINS, you have probably used some of these, you have already made some of these projects, so you might know about all these things. But just in case, if you are making it for the first time, you can click on Build New Project, and let's zoom out. Okay, and we'll zoom into the contiguous US states, and let's select any of the watersheds because it's for demonstration. These are HUC 8 hydrological unit code 8 watersheds. Let's select one of these watersheds near California, Salinas. Okay, so click on build, and what HSPF does is that it makes a new watershed project with the same number as the hydrologic unit code 8 number. So we can, it's going to save it in the same folder, but let's call it Salinas. So it's going to save it, and it wants to know the projection and the zone. So you should go ahead and get more information about what is the zone of your project. And you should not just select default values ever. In my case, it's just test project, so it's all right. I can select any of the value. And for meteorological data, it may not matter a lot, but you should always check that. Click on OK. And so what BASINS will do is BASINS will make a project in that folder where it will download some of the default files. It may take few minutes, so I'll pause it and come back again. Okay, so it took a couple of minutes to make this project here. As you can see, it downloaded a bunch of files to that are the characteristics of this watershed, reach files, and etc. We'll not go into details of that yet in this video. So for the NLDAS data, we go to File, Download Data, and here it says NLDAS grids. So first we want to know the grids, and once we know the grid, then we can download the data for specific grids. So that download quickly. Click on OK. Checkbox here, and so NLDAS grid. So as you might know that NLDAS data is a gridded data, so it's divided into many grids. And what we'll do is we'll select a couple of grids here so that we can download the data. And what I did was that I selected Control, and I selected 1, 2, 3, 4 grids. So what I will do is I'll download the data for these 4 grids. File, download data, and so now this option has become active because BASINS can see that I have selected the NLDAS grids. And one other thing is that NLDAS data is in UTC time zone. So to get the data that is local data, you will have to subtract it by the time zone difference. So in this case it's 8 hours. Click on download. And here it gives me option that it's going to make a new WDM file in this folder. Remember, this is the folder where the project is saved. So in this folder, it's going to make a new WDM file and save it. I'll click OK. Now it's going to download the NLDAS data in that file. I'll pause it and come back. It will take a couple of minutes. Okay, so it took about 10 minutes. There's a lot of data. It's only 4 grids, but there's a lot of data. Click on OK. It says that data is downloaded into this file. And then this form opens up. This is the form where it shows all the data sources, time series data sources that are in the project. So in this project, this WDM file that was just created by BASINS has 36 time series. Let's click on that and look at it. Analysis, list. BASINS always shows this option. I always click no. Okay, so this form, if you remember, is similar to the SARA time series utility form. These locations, these are 4 different grids at different constituents. So 4 grids, 9 constituents make 36 time series. The good thing about downloading data from BASINS is that it downloads all the data that you will need for complete HSPF hydrology and water quality simulation. I have had issues with the potential evapotranspiration data, but you should check it. So we'll just quickly look at precipitation data at all the 4 locations. So 4 time series are selected. If you see here, the data started from 1979, and I'm recording this video on July 20th, and the data is available to July 16, 2020. So it's about 40 years of data. So that's why it takes so much time. I click this option because I cannot see this data raw. It's a lot of work. So I just click here so that I can change some of the things, change time step. I want to see yearly accumulate divide. So this will give me every year how much is the precipitation. Click on OK. So now if you see here at the end of every year, it tells me the precipitation in inches. Again, since BASINS downloaded this data, it already did the unit conversion for you so that you can directly put it in HSPF model. These are all in the English units. So you can also go ahead and graph it. So we have seen some of these things before and graphing, and this concludes this video. So in this video, we looked at how to download the NLDAS data using BASINS for any of the watersheds that are in the United States. In the next video, we'll look at how to download NLDAS data and GLDAS data for any location in the world. Thank you so much.